Alright, this is a re-recording slash update of my favorite anime and manga top 10 list, largely because the last one I did was recorded on really shitty audio and I realized this isn't the best, but it's much better nonetheless. Now, if I say I like something, so if it's one title, then it will be presumed that I like both the anime and the manga, and whatever other periphery franchise things there are. Unless specifically stated, if there's a certain case saying, oh god, I hate this, or whatever, then yes. So, sit back and enjoy. The seminal classic, Cowboy Bebop. Now, remember that this list is not in order, so this is not necessarily my number 1 or my number 10. I could not pick between any of these. And, anyway, on to Cowboy Bebop. You know, this is a show. It's regarded as a classic for good reason. It's got good action, it's got some great character development, has some interesting stories, not entirely deep, but wildly varying stories, some kind of like creepy stories, some downright hilarious stories. This is a really funny show. I mean, even if you don't like anime comedy, this is just really good old-fashioned funny. And it's got some good thought put behind it, and some great drama at times. And while I do think the character, or the main villain of the series, quote-unquote, he only appears in about 4 or 5 episodes in a running story arc involving the main character, Spike's past, is a little underused and underdeveloped. The rest of the characters, Spike included, especially so, as well as Jet, Faye, Ed, and Ein, of course, are all great characters. It's a kind of your regular bounty hunter show, but this is the bounty hunter show. This is the one you should watch. It's regarded as a classic for a reason. Go out, watch this, enjoy it. You'll probably love it. I know I did, even though I generally don't like episodic shows. Gilgamesh, an anime based off a 1950s manga, if I'm correct. It is a very obscure show, and I mean an even more obscure manga, really. This is one of the shows that is not going to attract a huge crowd. This is a bleak, depressing show that uses some kind of general anime tropes, such as the psychic children or whatever, but does something with them that you don't normally do. The general backstory is actually quite different, and the story itself, frankly, does not play out how you would think it does. And there's some good twists. It can roughly be divided into 3 arcs, but it's all one running story. And, yeah, you know what, this is a really good show. If you like serious anime, you should check this out. The art style put a lot of people off. The animation is slightly limited. Music is really atmospheric, though, and really good at times. The action drum beat's really good. I actually think it's a guitar beat now I said that. But anyway, characters, well done. Don't generally show a whole lot of emotion. It reminds me more of like a shoujo-esque show in the character development-wise, just the character archetypes. But I mean, this is a good show if you like action shows, you like psychic shows, you like depressing and serious anime. This is something you should probably check out. The Place Promised in Our Early Days by Makoto Shinkai, upcoming animator. Now, this is a really, much like Gilgamesh, a really serious show. Doesn't contain a whole lot of sci-fi, but it is a sci-fi story, sci-fi romance, I suppose you would say. Although it is mainly a drama. Anyway, regardless, this is a good story that makes a major shift in the middle, which really caught me off guard at least. The characters, while they do emote a little too much, it's not over-exaggerated anime emoting. The story is very serious. It's very deep. You have to watch it very, very closely to actually get a lot of the details. Got some good world building going along in the background. And, you know, this is a show, or this is a movie. If anything else, it has incredible animation. Watch the trailer for this. This is absolutely stunning. For my money, this is the best animated movie in quite a long time, even at least animation-wise. And this is one of my favorite movies, period. But this is something worth checking out if you like serious anime. Blackjack, Tezuka's arguably most famous work about an unlicensed surgeon. And you know, I really won't go into the show or into the details of it too much, but suffice to say that Blackjack is one of my newest favorite anime and manga series. I had not discovered it because generally I do not like Tezuka's artwork, but it works very well for this, and in particular Blackjack 21, the TV series, really does a lot with the artwork and the story of the manga, which I have not read scanlation because no one bothers to scanlate it, but it is being released by Vertical. I've been picking it up as it comes out. This is some great stuff. It's got some really horrific parts, some really detailed medical procedures, although Tezuka does tend to stray into fantasy quite a bit of the time, and some good story, some good characters. You know, Kanoko, as much as some people hate her, I didn't find her all that obnoxious, to be honest. And Kiriko is an extremely good rival. You know, this is a series, it's episodic, and well, Blackjack 21 isn't the show, but I mean, the manga is episodic by and large. And this is a show, it really captivates you. It's got some great flow to it, more than anything else. Just check it out, see if you like it. If you like Tezuka's other works, you're bound to like this, more than likely so. So, yeah, this is Blackjack. This is a great one, for sure. It's well earned its name. Crusher Joe. Now, this is old school action show. This is shonen like it used to be in the 80s. So, this is kind of a progenitor to Cowboy Bebop. It's got the same character archetypes. In fact, you can almost literally slip the characters' roles into one another and match them up. But nonetheless, this is a really well done show. The movie in particular is one of my favorite anime movies, and probably my favorite. Right, maybe next place Promised in our early days. And it's got tons of action. It's got sword fights, gun fights. It's robot fights, giant killer ape fights. Yes, you heard me. Ship fights. It sounds juvenile, and you know what, to an extent it is, but at the same time, the plot, while not deep, continually builds along itself for the 2-hour-plus runtime. And you know what, it kept me captivated. You're captivated throughout. There wasn't a massive amount of character development. This is just a hell of a lot of fun. You know, it's one of those shows that you watch and you think to yourself, this is what I would want to see as a child and can still appreciate. It is an escapist fantasy for sure. It's space opera. And you know what? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. This is a fantastic show from the 80s. Animation is dated, yes, but you will love it. I guarantee it. Sorry about this, guys. Splitting the video in two. Check for part 2 in a couple hours.